My best wishes to all the viewers. Welcome back to DT Studio. I am teaching the subject Surveying 2, prescribed by the Board of Technical Examinations, Director of Technical Education, Bangalore. So this is the 6th class. Now till now we have discussed about the theodolite parts and their fundamental lines, measurement of horizontal angles, measurement of vertical angles, and also we have discussed the survey lines, that is traversing. Now I will go through these things. I will call back in 10 minutes. I will bring back to you the subject. Then I will proceed with that is traversing. The traverse computations. Now we know that we have discussed in the last class elaborately. We have discussed about the errors in theodolite. In the previous classes, we have understood the theodolite, what the construction of theodolite and their various parts of theodolite, like telescope, then horizontal circle, vertical circle, then horizontal leveling head. Like we have discussed the entire instrument. Theodolite, we understood the theodolite. Then also we have discussed how to use that instrument in measuring the horizontal angles and also the vertical angles, isn't it? And also we have understood the various methods of measuring the angles. And further, the errors involved during the process of our survey work, measuring work. And we have discussed what are the errors, how to minimize them, what precautions are required. Now we have discussed about it, isn't it? The instrumental errors and also the personal errors, natural errors. We have discussed about it. And further, we have discussed the traversing. Traversing is a progressive, continuous survey lines carried along the boundary or along the center line. In case of the construction of the road, railway line, or canals, or pipelines, we'll go with the open traversing, isn't it? Suppose if you want to measure the area of a paddy field or any forest area or any land, the measurement. If you want to do that, if you want to calculate the area of a given area, now we'll go with the close traverse. And in both the cases, a measuring instrument, like to measure the length, we need the tape or chain. Suppose if it is a small area, we can use the tape. If it is larger area, we'll pull the chain, the measurement, and also to measure the horizontal angles. Now we'll go with that is theodolite, isn't it? Then further, now we'll go with the theodolite. Now therefore, now closed traverse means it is a continuous progressive survey lines measuring the horizontal angles and their lengths, isn't it? And now types of traversing: open traverse and closed traverse. Open traverse is mainly used. Open traversing is mainly in prolonging the center line along the center line, road, rail, or canal, pipelines, water supply scheme, drainage lines. Now we'll go with that. Now that means starting the beginning point will not coinciding with the end point. It is a continuous survey work, isn't it? Closed traverse means we will commence the work from one particular point and we are reaching to the same point again. Where it is a closed loop, isn't it? We will come back with number of survey lines. We will measure the distances and we will measure the horizontal angles, isn't it? Horizontal angles, and we will come back and we will meet with the same point, isn't it? And close. Now we have discussed about this closed traverse and also the open traverse and their how to do that. And also I request our Polytechnic students to go through this, isn't it? This is one of the most important mathematics, that is trigonometrical functions. One should understand it carefully, isn't it? Now, because sometimes what is happening, our students don't know much. Sometimes we are based on our experience, it is seen. Now, suppose if you change the theta, then automatically that is adjacent and opposite will change, isn't it? It becomes vice versa. Now, this is theta, opposite, adjacent. Suppose if you change this theta to this corner, now this is the triangle, the opposite will come to this side. Now, accordingly, we have to calculate the function, trigonometrical functions. Well, let us be very careful in doing this, isn't it? And also, we should know the sine rule and cos rule. Now, then further, now already we have discussed much more about this, survey line. Now, see the latitude and departure of the survey line. Line AB is the survey line from survey line. Now, this will this will be latitude and departure. They are the coordinates of the survey line. Latitude is measured in the northward and north-south direction, and departure is measured in the east-west direction. East-west direction, parallel to east-west. The latitude is measured along the parallel to north-south, and departure is measured parallel to east-west. Isn't it? Now let us be very careful about this. And we have discussed about this. See here one latitude. No, suppose if we consider this survey line OA, this survey line OA. Now see, this has coordinates. That is coordinate, north coordinate. This is north coordinate. This is the east-west coordinate, east coordinate. Isn't it? This survey line. The coordinates of this survey line. It is north coordinate and it is east coordinate. In the north, now here to change it, to calculate the north coordinate and the north coordinate of the survey line OA and east coordinate of the survey line OA. Now let us adopt. Now let us assume this is the angle. This is the theta. Now let us. This is the theta. This is the either measured or computed angle theta. Then what is happening? If you consider this as the theta, now this will become opposite side. Therefore, the north coordinate is length of the survey line multiplied by cos theta. Length of the survey line into cos theta. Suppose if you change the angle from this corner to this corner, then it becomes the L sin theta. L is the length of the coordinate, length of the survey line. L is the length of the survey line, and now accordingly, where you are considering the theta, now accordingly we need to calculate the coordinates. That is north coordinate and also the east coordinate. North-south coordinate, east-west coordinate. Let us be very careful in doing this. Isn't it? Don't worry about the positive, negative. That will come back later. Now first, let us know how to calculate the latitude and departure. To calculate the depending upon the where you are considering how you are considering the triangle. In the triangle, normally this becomes theta. If you consider theta, then this becomes L cos theta. L is the length of the L sin theta. If you consider this as the theta or the angle of in this triangle, if you consider this is the theta, then this north coordinate becomes L sin theta. Suppose if you change the theta from this corner to this corner, then this becomes the east coordinate becomes L sin theta. Isn't it? Now, depending upon the angle, which corner, which angle you are considering, you have to calculate, isn't it? Sometimes what's happening, length of the survey line multiplied by cosine, isn't it, of the reduced bearing, and then sometimes it becomes L sin theta, isn't that you have to decide. Now accordingly, the how you will consider the angle, isn't it? Let us be very careful about this. Now this is one example, this is another example, this is lying in the first coordinate, therefore north coordinate is positive and east coordinate is also positive because they are lying in the first quadrant, isn't it? First quadrant. Now therefore first quadrant, now this is survey line running from O to A. When survey line is running from O to A, now the coordinates of the survey line is lying in the first quadrant. Isn't it? Therefore, here northing is also positive, easting is also positive. Similarly, now if you consider another example, that is OB is the survey line, isn't it? The progressive, the direction in which the survey line is running, that is OB. OB is the survey line which is running from O to B. Now therefore, now this is lying in the second quadrant, isn't it? Second quadrant. See now, this is latitude, the latitude of this survey line, that is, it is southward, therefore it is southing, isn't it? This is southward, therefore it is southing, and this is the departure of the survey line OA is in the eastward, therefore it is easting. Understood? Shall we proceed? So similarly, see if you consider another example of the survey line, the progress of the survey line is from O to C. O to C. O to C. When O to C, now the latitude of this survey line OC is measured along the north direction. Therefore, this becomes northing. Now, the northing and that becomes positive. And similarly, now this is the latitude of the survey line OC. Isn't it? OC, therefore this becomes the westing. Now this is running from, that is leftward. This is measured in the leftward and our westward, therefore this becomes negative. And similarly, if you consider one more example, this is the survey line, it is progressive in the direction of O to D. Most important, you should remember progress line from where to where. From where to where? See, this is O to D. O to D. O to D, when you consider this survey line is running from O to D, then the latitude of this the latitude of the survey line OD is measured along the downward, isn't it? Southward. Therefore, that becomes southing. This is southing, and this becomes negative. Therefore, this is negative. Southing is negative. And similarly, now this is the latitude departure of survey line OD, isn't it? You must remember that OD, that is a progressive, from where to where. The survey line is running from which point to which point. Let us be very careful in deciding this, isn't it? While saying this. O to D, then therefore, now this here westing latitude of the survey line OD is measured, that is towards the west. Therefore, that is westing. Got this point? Northing, north latitude of the survey line. Southing, south latitude of the survey line. Easting, east latitude of the survey line. Westing, west latitude of the survey line. But understood? Be careful. Let us understand very clearly about this. Isn't it? How you have to consider where you have to consider the positive, where you need to calculate the negative, where you have to consider the negative, which coordinate is positive and which coordinate is negative. This decides, isn't it? Now in the other way, I can tell you. See, now suppose if you consider this survey line OC, now the latitude of this survey line OC, latitude of this survey line OC is measured towards the measured towards where? Measured towards the west. Therefore, it is westing. Therefore, it is negative. Similarly, now see the survey line OC, the latitude of the survey line OC is measured northward. Isn't it? It is positive. The departure of the survey line OC is measured westward. Therefore, it is negative. Now, in other way, we can say the same line. Now, the survey line of CO, the latitude is measured. Survey line C. It is southward, isn't it? C to O. Please remember the progress survey line direction from where to where. Most important, isn't it? But therefore, now suppose if you measure this from C to O, then the direction changes, isn't it? The latitude, northing becomes southing, westing becomes easting. Therefore, O to C, northing is positive, and O to C, survey line progressive line, the departure is negative, isn't it? Suppose if you consider CO, survey line, progress line, now we are running from C to O. The northing of this becomes downward and rightward, isn't it? Downward and rightward. Therefore, what is happening here? Isn't it? This becomes negative and this becomes positive. Now that means that now the survey line is lying in the which quadrant? Lying in the second quadrant, isn't it? It means we are commenting instead of now this is O. We see now we are discussing about the directions of the survey, that is latitude and departure signs. Now exactly we should understand this. Okay. Now this helps us in solving the problem, isn't it? While considering the positive, negative, positive, negative, now it helps us. One should understand clearly and carefully, isn't it? Then further, now the same thing we have printed here, it is written here, that is sign convention, isn't it? Now on what we have discussed, the same thing is written here. And you know, see, let us be very careful, the progressive OC or CO. Now here also, see, OD or DO. Let us be very careful. Suppose if we consider OD, progress line from O to D, we are moving from O to D, then this becomes the latitude southward measurement, then that is departure westward measurement. Therefore, both will become minus. Southward is minus, westward is also minus. Suppose if we consider this from year to year, that is DO, then both will become positive, isn't it? DO, if you consider from D to O, the eastward and northward. Latitude and departure changes its sign. Let us be careful about reading this, isn't it? The same thing we have written here again, and further in a closed traverse, this is the rules, condition of the closed traverse. Any closed traverse, see, this is the survey line AB, BC, then CD, DE, etc. There are number of survey lines. Now each survey line is as the latitude and departure. Latitude and departure. Each survey line, isn't it? We have measured the length and also the angles. Now based on that, we can calculate the departure and also the latitude, isn't it? So each survey line. Now here the condition of the closed traverse is sigma L, that is sum of all the latitudes must be equal to 0. Sum of all the departures must be equal to 0. Okay. Then further, Bodich's rule, already we have discussed about this. Bodich's rule. See now the error, now this error, now we have to address this error. Now we have to compensate that. Now this error will be distributed among all the survey lines, isn't it? Among all the survey lines. Now therefore, now there is one rule called, it is Bodich's rule. According to this, now the error of the latitude will be distributed to the corresponding length of the survey line. Corresponding length of the survey line, isn't it? Similarly, the correction of departure will be distributed, isn't it? Distributed to the length of that particular site. That is, now straight away we are transferring, the error will be distributed and adjusted to the lengths. In the second case, in the transit rule, isn't it? This is another rule. Now what we will do here, the latitude error will be distributed proportionately to the latitude of that particular side of that survey line, isn't it? Similarly, that is the departure is corresponding. The departure error will be proportionately distributed to the departure of that side, isn't it? Yeah, which survey line we are considering, for that survey line, that is, we have to distribute the error. And similarly, now in another case, in another adjustment of the traversing, now this is the northing will be distributed to north of that particular side proportionately. Then the error in the southing will be distributed to the particular side southing, and similarly that is in 4 ways we will distributing the error, isn't it? Depending upon the level of the accuracy you need. Depending upon the accuracy level you need, now we have to apply the methods, isn't it? That is correction to the traverse, isn't it? Adjustment of traverse. And if you consider, now let us solve few problems. That is 1 or 2 problems we will discuss about it. Now, see the first one. What the problem is given? The coordinates of the 2 points C and D are given as follows, isn't it? Point C, north coordinate 982, and point C, east coordinate 825.2, and similarly that is point D. Now you can observe, you can see this. You can observe this. Now here, north coordinate, the point C. Where is the point C? That is north coordinate 982. North, that is 982. Northward, measured northward from 0 to here up to here. The coordinates, isn't it? Now this is the 982 north coordinate, and the north coordinate of point D is measured from here to here. This is the north coordinates. They are given 2 point coordinates. Now we are not discussing about the survey line. We will come back later. Now it is in this problem it is asked to calculate the length and bearing of the survey line, isn't it? Length and bearing of the line, survey line. Therefore, first what we will do, it is better, let us plot this. If you plot this, we will understand in a better way, in a better manner. Now see, point C is lying in these 2 coordinates. Now here, north coordinate, it is 982, and similarly east coordinate from here to here it is 825.2. Now this is the east coordinate of the point C, and this is the north coordinate of the point C. Right? Got it? And similarly, point D, that is north coordinate from here to here. Isn't it? North coordinate, now point D is lying at a distance in the north coordinate from 1198.6, and similarly that is east coordinate, it is from here to here, it is 536.4. Now how to solve this problem? How to calculate? Now our problem is to calculate the length and bearing of this line, length of the bearing of the line CD. Okay. Now therefore, let the length of CD is L is the length of the line CD and theta is the, isn't that? Theta is the bearing of the line CD from here to here, CD, isn't that? So therefore, see, now the difference between the north coordinate, this is the north coordinate of C and north coordinate of D. The difference between this north coordinate of C and D is this much, 216.1. The difference between the north coordinate of the line CD, north coordinate of the side, line CD is the difference between the north coordinate of C and north coordinate of D. So therefore, this is the north coordinate of the line CD. Similarly, that is the east coordinate, north coordinate is called departure, or north coordinate is called latitude. The latitude of this line, this CD, is 216.1. And similarly, that is east coordinate, that is east coordinate means it is a departure. Departure of the line CD is from here to here, from here to this line. This is the departure. Isn't it? Departure of line CD is equal to the east coordinate of C, the difference in east coordinate of C and east coordinate of D. Understood? Got it? Then see, to calculate this, now this is the triangle. This is the triangle. Now this is the triangle. Now considering this triangle, we know the northing of this line CD, easting of the line CD. This is the northing of the side CD, and this is the northing easting of the side. It will be easting of the line CD. Now therefore, we know these two coordinates. We know the latitude. This is the departure of the CD, and this is the latitude of CD. Now, how do you calculate this? To calculate this, apply the Pythagoras theorem. Isn't it? Now, this triangle has three sides. That is 1, 2, 3. We know the two sides. Then we know we want to calculate the third side. Now, this is CD. Therefore, CD is equal to under root. That is latitude square and departure square. Now that ends the problem, isn't it? That gives you the length of the. And similarly, see, by considering, now this is the theta. Let us assume that this is the theta. If you consider this is the theta, this becomes opposite and this becomes adjacent. Therefore, see, or we can consider this as the theta. Whatever, in this case, now here we have considered this as the theta. Now this is the theta, therefore departure, that is departure, sin tan theta is equal to. If you consider this as the theta, then tan theta is equal to opposite divided by adjacent. Therefore, this becomes, now after calculating the theta is how much? 49 degrees, isn't it? Now, if you consider this as the theta, now this becomes 49 degree, isn't it? Suppose sometimes if you consider this as the theta, this is the theta, then what is going to happen? It becomes reverse, isn't it? That latitude will go up and departure will. Now, if you consider this is the theta, opposite by adjacent. If you consider this is the theta, opposite by adjacent, isn't it? Got it? Understood? That is where sometimes we are wrong. Our students are being wrong, isn't it? Okay. Now let us be very clear where you are considering the theta. Which point, which corner you are considering the theta or the angle, isn't it? Now based on that, you have to derive the trigonometrical functions. While considering the triangle, let us be careful. And deciding. Now, this is done. Now, sometimes what happens, Sometimes the whole bearing will be given to this line, isn't it? Whole bearing circle angle, whole bearing of this CD will be given. Sometimes, reduced bearing will be given. This is north and this is west, north west. This bearing, this will be given, isn't it? Understood? Got it? No, these are the fundamentals one should know about it. If you know about this thing, that other problems are, this problem goes. That is, computation of the traversing becomes very simple, isn't it? Now, therefore, let us be very careful about it. Now, while considering the triangle, which corner theta is known and where you are considering, let us be very careful about it, isn't it? That is how we can calculate. Now, this is the theta, this is how much we can calculate. And similarly, see now, after calculating the length, since the latitude is plus, now here, from C to D, while calculating, latitude is plus measured northward, and the departure is measured along the westward, isn't it? Departure is measured westward. Therefore, this is positive and this is negative. Therefore, where it is lying? In which coordinate is lying? Where it is lying? CD is lying in which coordinate? Fourth coordinate. Fourth coordinate. Therefore, now here, the latitude of the CD is measured northward. It is positive. And departure of the coordinate, departure of the line CD is measured westward. Now, therefore, this is nothing and this is westing. This is positive and this is, no, that is why, see, this is CD is lying. CD is lying in which coordinate? Fourth quadrant, isn't it? Fourth quadrant. Understood? Suppose if you reverse it, DC, where is DC is lying? DC is lying in which quadrant? DC is lying in second quadrant, isn't it? Then, see, right? Now, therefore, the progressive line is important here. Now, from where to where? C to D or D to C. Okay? Shall we go ahead? Yeah. Let us consider another problem. This is another problem we will consider it. Now, this is the following are the lengths and bearings of the sides of a closed traverse ABCD. It is given here. The following are the lengths and bearings of the sides of a closed traverse ABCD is given here. ABCD. The line AB, line BC, line CD, and line DA. Now see, this is the length of the line AB, 76.8. Now this is the data given. Now we need to compute the length and bearing of the line DA. Length of the line DA. Length and bearing of the line DA. Now this is the problem. Usually the questions will be asked in our examination in this manner. Isn't it? So therefore we will go ahead and let us see how to solve this. Isn't it? Now first what we should do, first we have to find out now this is the given data. A, B, B, C, C, D, they are the, isn't it? A, B, B, C, C, D are the lines and their lengths are given here. Lengths are given and this is the whole circle bearing. Whole circle bearing. Please remember, this is the whole circle bearing. And that will be changed into, that will be converted, whole circle bearing is converted into radius bearing, isn't it? Now, while to calculate the length, the latitude and departures, now one should do this first. And what does this indicate? South, west, north, east, north, west. What does it indicate? Now, where the survey line is lying. Where the survey line is lying. Now, this indicates. Now, that is, now, if you do this job, the rest will be simple, isn't it? And we should know that is converting this whole circle bearing to reduced bearing. I think you all learned this in the previous survey 1, isn't it? In survey 1 we have learned, no? Sure? We have learned, isn't it? How to convert the whole circle bearing into reduced bearing and how to convert the reduced bearing into whole circle bearing, isn't it? All those things we have learned. Isn't it? Therefore, see now now this is the whole circle bearing of line AB. Now let us understand this. I have put up the diagram here. Let us understand carefully the diagram. See, AB is the line. AB is the line. The length of this is 76.8 degree. Sorry, the length of this 76.8 meters. The given data, how much they have given, it is written here. Isn't it? And where it is? It is a 140 degree 12 minutes. 140 degree 12 minutes, whole circle bearing. See, now this line AB is lying 140 degree 12 minutes. 140 degree 12 minutes. 140 degree 12 minutes to 140 12 minutes whole circle bearing, isn't it? Now let us convert this. If we convert this into quadrant circle bearing, what is going to happen? Now see, from here to here, it is 140 degree 12 minutes. Now therefore, what? That is whole circle bearing of the line AB minus 90 is equal to 39 degree 48 minutes. Isn't that? Understood? Now that is here that is 180 degree. 180 degree to convert this whole circle bearing into that is reduced bearing. That is 180 degree. From here to here it is 180 degree. 180 degree minus the whole circle, this whole circle bearing. Now that gives you the bearing of this, isn't it? Now that is south to east. This line is now measured from south to east. Now that is what? That is the reduced bearing. The reduced bearing of AB. Reduced bearing of AB is from south to east. Now AB line, AB survey line is measured from south to east. South to east. At an angle of 39 degree 48 minutes. Isn't that? Now converting the whole circle bearing into reduced bearing. Now this is the whole circle. Now this is the whole circle bearing given. Whole circle bearing of AB is 140 degree 12 minutes. Therefore, reduced bearing of AB is 180 minus whole circle bearing. Isn't it? That is the reduced bearing of AB. Reduced bearing of AB. Isn't it? Reduced bearing of AB, it is measured from here to here. South to east. South to east. South to east. Can you see this? See. Now this is the south to east. This is the whole circle bearing of the line AB. Whole circle bearing of the line AB from here to here. Whole circle bearing of the line AB is now given. It is 140 degree 12 minutes. Isn't it? Now therefore, to reduce or to get the reduced bearing, now 180 minus this, that will give you the reduced bearing of the line AB. Isn't it? Now it is measured south to east. Therefore, from south to east, the angle of the line, that is angle of the line AB is 39 degree. Okay, understood? Now therefore, the latitude of this line AB is southward. Departure of this line AB is eastward. Departure latitude of the line AB is measured southward. Departure of the line AB is measured eastward. That is what we have written here. Isn't it? Understood? So therefore, now this southward means what is the sign? Southward means sign is what? Minus. This is what we have written here. Okay? By considering this triangle, this becomes L cos theta and this becomes, isn't it? Latitude of line AB in the third quadrant, southing is negative, isn't it? Easting is positive. The easting is positive. This becomes L cos theta. This becomes, no, this is L cos theta and this is, do you agree with me? Is it right? Yes. Okay. Then we will go to the next line. We will consider the second line. Isn't it? Second survey line, BC, from BC, B to C, BC. BC is the whole circle bearing is given as 36 degree, 24 minutes. See, this is the north coordinate. Isn't it? North line. The bearing is the whole circle bearing is always measured with respect to north direction. Isn't it? Whole circle bearing is always measured with respect to north direction. Isn't it? Therefore, now see 36 degree, 24 minutes. Now therefore 36 degrees, 24 minutes. From north to the line BC. North to the line BC is the whole circle bearing 36 degree, 24 minutes. And what is the reduced bearing? Reduced bearing is how much? Reduced bearing is also, isn't it? Because the reduced bearings are measured. With respect to, that is, see, the whole circle bearing is always measured with respect to north direction, whole circle bearing. Reduced bearings are measured with respect to first quadrant, north to east, second quadrant, south to east, third quadrant, south to west, fourth quadrant, north to west. Understood? That is the calculation of reducing the bearings. Isn't it? Whole circle bearing is reduced into quadrantal bearing system. Please remember, whole circle bearing is measured from north direction continuously. Isn't it? Depending upon the where the survey line is lying. Isn't it? This is the bearing, whole circle bearing of the line. Isn't it? The reduced bearing is measured from north to east, then south to east, then south to west, then north to west. Isn't it? In the fourth quadrant, north to west. Okay. Now we will discuss about this. This is the second survey line. Now this is the length of this is given as, that is 195.6 meter, and the whole circle bearing is 36 degree, 24 minutes. Therefore, reduced bearing is also because it is lying in the survey line BC is lying in the first quadrant, isn't it? Therefore, that is northeast. Therefore, the latitude and departure of the survey line BC are measured in the north and east. The latitude of this survey line BC is measured from north to east, isn't it? North to east. Therefore, now this is the angle. Now this becomes opposite side, and this becomes adjacent, isn't it? This becomes the opposite side in the track. See, It forms a triangle. It forms a triangle. This is the opposite side and this is the adjacent side. Therefore, that is latitude. Latitude of the survey line BC is equal to L. Latitude of survey line BC becomes L cos theta. L cos theta. L cos theta. L is the length of the survey line 195.6. Isn't it? Multiplied by cos theta. Cos into 36 degree, 24 degree. That will give you 127.44. Isn't it? And departure is equal to, see, latitude and departure. Departure is opposite side. L sin theta. L sin theta. Isn't it? L sin theta. Then, if you calculate this, that will give us. Isn't it? Now, the survey line BC is lying in the first quadrant. Survey line BC is lying in the. Do you agree with this? When you look at the figure, it is observed that the survey line BC is lying in the first quadrant. When it is lying in the first quadrant, latitude is measured in the north direction and departure is measured in the latitude. Latitude is measured in the north direction. Departure is measured in the east direction. Therefore, north is positive, east is also positive. You agree with me? North is positive, east is also positive. Understood? Now let us consider the third line, that is third survey line, that is CD. CD, isn't it? CD. Survey line CD, the length is given. It is 37.2 meters. 37.2 meters is the length of the survey line CD. Why so? You see, now we will take the third survey line. What is it? Message ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ?
Ali Musa. Ali Musa.
ಇಲ್ವಾ?
ಹೈಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದ ಹೈಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದ
ಕೇಳಿ ನೋಡಿ ಸಾಕಂತ ಮಾತಾಡಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಉಂಟಾ? ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಅದು ಹೇಳಿತಾ ಇದೆ. ಹಲೋ ಹಲೋ
ಸರಿ ಸರಿ
ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? Now let us consider the another several lines, that is CD. Now CD, it is 37.2 meter length, and the whole of the bearing is 338 degree 48 minutes. Isn't that? So see, the whole of the bearing, it is reduced to 21 degree 12 minutes. That is the reduced bearing. Now see, the whole of the bearing, it is measured from north to the survey line CD, that is the whole circle bearing. And you know, to reduce this, to make it reduce bearing, to reduce the whole circle bearing into reduced bearing, 360 minus 338 degree 48 minutes. Then this will be the reduced bearing of the line CD. This is the reduced bearing of the line CD. Reduced bearing of the line CD. Isn't it? Now the reduced bearing, see, the latitude and departure of the line CD is measured northward and westward. Northward and westward. Isn't it? Northward and westward. Therefore, see, latitude and departure. Latitude and departure. Isn't it? Now latitude is positive, departure is negative. Now see, latitude is positive, departure is negative. Isn't it? L cos theta, that is 37.2 into L. Yeah, 37.2 is the length of the survey line, and the angle is 21 degree 12 minutes. Isn't it? Cos of 21 degree 12 minutes. Then we will get, now this is the latitude of survey line CD. Latitude of survey line CD. Okay. And similarly, that is departure of survey line CD is L sin theta. L is 37.2 meters length. Then L sin theta, sin of 21 degree 12 minutes. That will give you the value of 13.45 meters. Isn't it? Now therefore, see, northing is positive, westing is negative. Northing is positive, westing is negative. Understood? We have another line DA. DA is another survey line. Isn't it? Now how to calculate, how to compute this? Now we have to compute the bearing and length of the survey line DA. Isn't it? Now see, that DA line we don't know, this we don't know, this we don't know, and this we know. The survey line, it is assumed that it is lying in the fourth quadrant. Isn't it? It is lying in the third quadrant. Isn't it? The latitude of DC is positive, and latitude of DA is positive, and departure of DA is negative. See, this is the reduced bearing of DA. Reduced bearing of DA. Now, latitude and departure. Latitude and departure. Isn't it? Now that is we have taken as plus L and minus D. So these are the latitude and departure of unknown survey line DA. Okay. Then you go to the next. We'll see. Yeah. Now computer calculate the sum sigma. Calculate this sigma L and we'll get some residue. If you sum of them, we'll get see 133.2. Isn't it? If you sum up this, we'll get 151 point. Isn't it? So therefore, now if now considering it is by considering this as a triangle, the triangle and Pythagoras theorem apply this, we'll get the length of DA, length of DA, isn't it? Length of DA, one problem is solved. Length of DA is solved. And also now we need to calculate the bearing, radius bearing of the line DA. Ready? Now therefore, now see, this is the latitude and departure. Now if we consider this as the theta, now this becomes opposite, isn't it? Opposite is the departure, and this is the latitude. Latitude is the adjacent. Adjacent to the reduced bearing, reduced bearing, adjacent to the reduced bearing, latitude is adjacent to the reduced bearing, and departure is opposite to the reduced bearing, isn't it? Latitude is adjacent to the reduced bearing, departure is opposite to the, isn't it? Therefore, the tan theta is equal to bearing, to find the bearing. Tan theta is equal to tan theta. Tan theta is equal to, no, see, this is the theta, opposite by adjacent. Opposite is latitude, isn't it? Opposite is departure and adjacent is latitude. Tan theta is equal to departure divided by latitude. Then this is the theta reduced bearing, isn't it? Now this is now the length and bearing of the line. Length and bearing of the line, survey line DA is equal to, that is length is 201.93 and theta is equal to, it is the reduced bearing. Okay? Yeah. Now thank you very much for everybody. Thank you a lot. Now we will meet again. That is on Wednesday, isn't it? Now let us compute few more problems. Let us calculate few more problems in solving the controversy, isn't it? Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Thank you a lot. Thank you.